I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle! Good! I'm just getting warmed up! Get him! This one! Get him! Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking Crystalsman. Well, now it's over.
Indeed, the people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their... and those left behind have been encouraged to look...
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you for...
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia los Delan. Tu Isaac Elith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Even forged a butter knife before.
I wouldn't put it past.
Oh, sorry. I'm Sav, soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up. He wants me to make a I don't suppose.
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I could give. I know. So,
Good question. And then there's this little.
the way I see it, we need information.
You're right now. There's plenty. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope there's some.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
To your stiff, good sir. Needed to a silken softness. Like eating a cloud.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Silver platters, just like they...
Wait, incense! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Yeah.
What is it? Minomu...
Sorry.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps every time you...
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Lights and pots!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
It would make us...
My carpets have pride of place.
So, you learn anything useful, or...?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was too heavy, and they do is shot.
So we're no better off than when perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything, but that can't be right. No.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other, a merchant, a favourite. I bet she'd know a thing.
Let's go.
Yeah!
That'll do, girl. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife they're just not that featherlight, but adamantine.
And...
Unique. Are there any materials?
What are you getting at?
You said the Lubor, but he would have known that...
If it's cheap... Folk first settled Dalamil to get it, and if you know the trick, It can be melted down in the furnace to drive out...
Bloody hell, I don't suppose you...
It's hardly my speciality, but...
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive,
Limestone, besides.
You'll have no...
Then I suppose I'll...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest
The most fragrant herbs and...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Sweet incense.
We should get going soon.
I'm not...
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglect. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Just then, allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently... Talmeki and Walud are allies, but no nation has ever before allowed a...
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may... If you're determined to... I've lost one Cid already.
I don't plan on dying.
Well...
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Just look at the plates and pots.
Needed to a
Light, meat and
silken
dark.
softness.
It would make us.
My carpets have pride of place.
What I have.
You and now. A knife forged from the very...
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue. And just...
I'm sorry, Forge Master.
Let's take a look then, shall... First things... What do... It's sharp. And it's... You might not... It looks like someone paid a visit to the limestone what?
And I was so sick.
I don't know who... Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well...
And who? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords. Rule number one in any business.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is... I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. What would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft... Thank you, Clive. I honestly...
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. Don't be a stranger.
True, what I'm hearing.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble